Hello everyone, this is Lucien for Out of This Binary, and this is Ryan for Out of This Binary. And we wanted to say, first of all, sorry for not being around on the past 4 weeks, but there has been a lot going on in my life, mentally, and I just wasn't able to record. And sometimes I was able to record, but I wasn't able to record and edit and post videos and do all the things that I must do to get the video up on YouTube. So I am so sorry about that. I am trying to be better from now on. So anyway, today we are talking about gender fatigue. This is something that is really serious and that happens to me quite a lot. Gender fatigue is basically when you get so fucking tired of gender being an issue and having to explain your gender and of having plain your pronouns and of having to ask people, oh no, please use that pronoun for me, not that one, and saying, no, I'm not a girl, I am blah blah blah, and all that stuff. I mean, it happens to me a lot because I clearly don't pass as anything other than a girl. And yeah, I'm okay about that. I know that's just how things are right now. So, as I don't pass, people overall just tend to treat me as a girl, to refer to me as a girl. And I have said it before, I am not a huge advocate of myself. I don't really insist on people using my pronouns and stuff. Basically because I'm shy and also because I have low self-esteem and I don't really think I'm worth fighting for. But anyway, gender fatigue is kind of related to that for me because just the idea of having to explain my gender to people, and fuck, sometimes it's people I don't really know. For example, let's use a real life example right now for me. I live in a building. I have been living here for a year and a half now, but there are some new neighbors and there has recently been a storm, and somehow anyway we kind of became friends with our neighbors. We have a WhatsApp group and stuff, and we are kind of friends. So they all treat me as a girl. And it kind of bothers me a little bit because, yeah, I'm not a girl, and they live just across the hallway, so I see them 3 times a week. But at the same time, it bothers me. I think, oh, it's so exhausting just to think of the idea of having to explain that to them, well, I am trans and blah 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 and all the stuff, and have them not respecting my pronouns and having them not understanding any of these, and just having them asking questions and anything. Just the idea of it is so overwhelming, and I get really tired of just thinking of it. So I just don't do it. Yay. Also, there are those really dark days when you wake up or when you are just trying to sleep and staring at the ceiling, and you just wish everything could be normal, and you wish you weren't trans, you wish none of this was happening to you, you wish you could be just like a regular fucking normal person who could go through all life without having basic things as your name, as your pronouns, as your body being issues. Sometimes, I don't know if you guys have it, but I certainly do. There are some days where I just wish I was normal. And I know that's because of cisnormativity and heteronormativity and all the normativities there are out there, and that's because the way of the world treats us and everything. And basically, I am aware that who I am is not wrong, and I am really proud of who I am because that is my own truth. And so, as I feel comfortable in that, I am happy with that. But there are those days when I wish it wasn't a thing, when I wish I just could be normal, because it is so fucking exhausting to have to explain yourself and argue and do that all over again with every new person you have in your life, with every important person you already have in your life. You have to explain what's going on. Sometimes I just don't have the energy to go through all this, and that's why, for example, with my family, I am just out to like my parents. Yeah, just my parents and my girlfriend, of course, but I don't intend to go much further than this. But anyway, overall, I am a person who is just buried under gender fatigue. I am tired of it being an issue. I am tired of having to think how I refer to myself when I speak, when I think, because my language is very, very gendered. So that is an issue like all the time. And I am really tired of the idea that it's never going to go away, really, unless I move to a country where people speak English, that it will be minimized to just the pronouns. Like for someone who lives in such a gendered language as Portuguese, as Spanish, as French, as German, as any of those languages, fuck, a pronoun is nothing. So yeah, just the idea that I have to go through this throughout all my life, it is exhausting. It is exhausting to think that people never really understand what it means to be non-binary, and there is always going to be this kind of loneliness inside, that even though we have a trans community and we have trans people to talk to, sometimes they're not like really close to us. Sometimes it's people on the internet, and I'm not saying that people on the internet is less important than people AFK, but you cannot hug people on the internet, you cannot have the physical contact, you cannot look them in the eyes, and sometimes that's all you need. That's all you need to be around someone who gets you. And I'm so exhausted of gender being an issue because of this loneliness that is around all the time. It has been around since I was a child, and I didn't understand why it was there in the first place. So yeah. Basically, I think I have been kinda gender exhausted for my entire life, and now that I am aware that gender is like an issue to me, I'm even more exhausted to even think about it, to even have it going around. I just wish I could live and be myself, and people would understand what that means without having to explain things, without having to translate things into their language. So, I think this is what I had in my heart to share with you. I hope it makes some sense. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm glad to be here again, to be with you again. So, please, if you have anything to share, leave it on the comments. And yeah, have a nice week, basically. Bye! I just wanted to say that I am just slightly drunk. Yeah, a little bit. Um, and that I have just written an academic essay, and I have quoted like Sherlock, the series, on my academic essay that has nothing to do with detective series. That doesn't matter to you, but this was something really important to me, and I just wanted to share it with you.